I need it. I'm telling y'all, lock it in.
I need a sports podcast. I need it now.
Yo, what is good, everybody? Your boys from the I Need a Sports podcast back in action. And today we covering the AFC South for the 2025-26 NFL season. Bryce, Chris, my dog Cam, our resident Texans fan, man. You feeling good headed into it? Damn. You feeling good headed into this year, Cam? How you feeling about your Texans, man?
I'm feeling really great. This should be a really easy division.
Easy.
Yeah,
Okay.
easy.
We're clipping this. It's gonna be some Jaguars and Colts fans as bookmarks. It's like, it's gonna be easy. Okay.
Come on.
Light work.
We sending y'all to not even Cancun. Y'all going to Galveston. Y'all going to Galveston Beach. Galveston Beach, man. Come on, man.
Yes, sir. That's how you feeling, man. Let's get straight into this AFC South and see what it's hitting for, man. First up, let's see who we got. Oh yeah, you know who we got. The last place team. And boy, oh boy, was it a terrible year for Tennessee fans having to watch Will Levis week in and week out find miraculous ways to shit down his leg and lose the game, man. But fear no more, Titans fans. I do believe y'all have found the franchise QB. Will that produce many wins this year? Probably not. But I think Cam Ward is going to be a major QB moving forward in the future. And I think he's going to be one of the key staples of the young QBs in the AFC. And I look forward to him and CJ Stroud battles for the years to come once Tennessee can maybe put like a real team around him. But as of right now, I mean, you don't hear much about him. You don't see much hype about him. It's kind of crazy because he was the number one overall draft pick in the NFL. And here we are. Every news cycle, we talking about Shador Sanders. That's no knock on Shador, but like Cam Ward is a baller, man. 3 separate colleges, and he balled out at every single one. I think he's gonna have no problems balling out in the NFL. I think him and Calvin really gonna be really nice this year, and shit, that's probably about it. That's probably about it for them, man. That's probably about it. But key losses for them. They lost linebacker Harold Landry. His cap hit was just becoming a little too much, so they had to release him. Kenneth Murray signed elsewhere, and then the big one here, and this one that just really hits home for Tennessee fans. Treylon Burks was released after another injury 3 years into his NFL career. But if y'all remember, this is the infamous A.J. Brown trade. This is what the Tennessee Titans traded A.J. Brown for, was the Treylon Burks draft pick. Oh, we're good. He's just another A.J. Brown prototype. And A.J. Brown is now a Super Bowl champion. And Treylon Burks is no longer on the team after 3 years. And this is what ultimately sent Henry out the door, Mike Vrabel out the door, and sent Tennessee into this whole rebuild, man. But last year they finished 3-14, fourth in the AFC South. This year they got the over-under set at 5.5 wins. Over or under, because I'm assuming there's no worse to first here either, is it?
No.
That's crazy. No. I mean, I'm not saying it's crazy because I don't believe it either, but it's one team that does it every year. Shit, after this, we only got AFC West and NFC West to record, and we still ain't said there's a worse to first team. So,
nah, there's one, bro. You just don't want to accept
it. Okay. Oh man. Led by Gino. That's what you're talking about.
Gino.
Y'all seen the preseason picture with a dude that had the sign that said he's a bigger bust than Jamarcus Russell, and he flicked them off running out the tunnel.
Then Matt probably flicked them off too.
Yeah. But what's the Tennessee Titans outlook, man? Cam, I'm gonna swing it to you first. What you think Cam Ward can do in this first year?
I mean, they're gonna be dead last again. In this in NFC South. I think they'll probably be one of the worst teams. Now, I'm not gonna say like the worst, but they'll probably be like bottom 5. I think of teams. Like you said, I like Cam Ward also. I think he's gonna be a phenomenal quarterback. It's crazy they're not really talking about him. Like a true first overall pick. He that they should be talking about him. Like they don't talk about him at all. But I've been seeing like a couple like clips or whatever during training camp of him making like some passes, and it's just straight dots, bro. Like it's absolutely insane. But he just that right now they just don't have no help for him. Only really true receiver that they got is really Calvin Ridley. I feel like I think him, like you said, I think both of them gonna have a good connection this year with each other. Look, Snead on a pup list. I don't really trust that defense that much. Nothing really on offense. Yeah, it's gonna be another down year for the Titans.
Damn. So you don't even see them. You think they could get to 5 wins? That's right below they over under 5 wins. Nah.
If they get to 5 wins, that just means they probably upset it, either us or like the Jags or something like that, or they probably beat the Colts twice, which they probably could beat the Colts twice because I'm not really hot on the Colts either. So
we gonna get to that. We gonna get to the United believer in the QB battle. Daniel Jones, Anthony Richardson.
We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
What about you, Chris? What's your outlook for the Tennessee Titans? We got our quarterback.
Yeah, they got a quarterback. I mean, that's a good thing. Like, if you are rebuilding, like, I mean, I think they did that right. This is the step in the right direction. I don't think it's a surprise to them when they let go of D. Henry. They knew what was going to happen over there, and they just handling business. It's going to be a couple years. They'll get it right. My only concern is, what's a successful season for Cam Ward for this? Like because what's going to irritate me is, to y'all's point, yeah, they haven't talked about him all year, but let him have a bad season, and then it's like, okay, not all year, but in this offseason training camp, but let him have a bad season, and then it's talk of the town. Was he the right pick at number 1? Was he the right pick at number 1? Knowing the situation he's in is trash.
Yeah, you're right. And I can definitely see, how NFL media is. They'll turn on him so quick. Yeah, I'd say a successful season is 1, stay healthy. I don't know what exactly they got for real with the offensive line. They did make a addition in the offseason, left tackle, so try to shore up that blind spot for the QB. Hopefully he's protected and makes it through the year healthy. Want to see him build great rapport with Calvin Ridley. Like we said, that is going to be his number 1 option. I think Calvin Ridley still got a lot left in the tank that he just necessarily hasn't had the QB to kind of help him showcase that. I think Cam Ward is going to do that. And it's because of probably some line struggles. You're going to see a lot of Cam Ward magic plays where he scramble out the pocket and dot Calvin Ridley up down the field. They got, of course, I think the tight end, Okonkwo. He's pretty decent. Maybe see him. I haven't really heard too much out of camp about Gunnar Helms, but he was a guy that was on my radar for the Chiefs at the tight end position. Cam's guy out of UT, he's pretty solid. So you just want to see it look better than Will Levis, honestly. I think like he just look competent. That's all they really want to see in Tennessee. They don't want to see no shit throwing the ball backwards.
Yeah,
all the crazy meme pictures we saw last year with those moments of Will Levis. That's what you don't want to see this year with Cam Ward. And I mean, maybe like there's a real possibility he could have a very successful season and they still end up 3-14 again.
Yeah.
But I would say best case scenario, they get 4 or 5 wins and like call it a day. But I am a little scared for him because week 1, he's got to open up at Denver, who might have a top 3 defense this year and elite secondary. That's going to be a mean awakening for your first NFL game. Like, hey, Rook, welcome to the NFL for real. Patrick Surtain probably locking up Ridley that game. I don't know who he's going to throw the ball to. Nick Benito probably going to try to take his head off. Week 2, they got the Rams. Week 3, they got the Colts. And then week 4 at Texans. So it's going to be a pretty brutal opening to the season for them. Week 5 at the Cardinals, week 6 at the Raiders. That's 3 road games in a row for one. That's a real tough draw. Week 7, the Patriots. Week 8 at the Colts. Week 9, the Chargers at home. Week 10, bye. They might be 0-9 by the time the bye week rolls around. I'm not gonna
Damn.
lie. That's
Yeah.
tough. I was
Only
trying to give them 4
5.5
wins, but
wins.
shit. Yeah,
And
no,
it's negative 145 for over 5.5 wins.
yeah, because I mean, I think they're saying I think Callahan is a good coach. Will Levis just really stopped them a lot last year. They should have won a couple more games. And Will Levis by himself lost them the game single-handedly. So maybe that's what they're banking on. But yeah, looking at those first 10 weeks, I'm like, well, damn, I don't really see a for sure win. Maybe they get 1 out of that. Maybe they get 2. But then it's like, now you got 8 games to get 4 more wins. I don't see it happening because out the bye, they got the Texans, Seahawks, Jaguars. So 3 home games in a row. Week 14 at the Browns, maybe. Week 15 at the 49ers. Week 16, the Chiefs. Funny enough,
May just lose that game.
yeah, we might just fuck around and lose that game. Knowing us.
See, but you could say that about some of them other teams that you got
You
them
could,
going
you
0-9
could.
against. That's the cool thing about football is like
Yeah,
for
any
whatever
given
reason,
Sunday.
any given Sunday, some weird.
Yeah. And then they end the season at Jacksonville. But I mean, week 17 they'll get the Saints. Think that could potentially be a coin flip for either team. But like we said, if the Saints, are damn near fighting for the first draft pick and the Titans are too, is that a lose-lose game? Like, no, we want to lose. No, we want to lose because we want
That's
this number 1
crazy.
draft. But shit, it'd be tough for them though, because I mean, I don't keep up with college too much, but I just know the 2 best draft prospects aren't even gonna be draft prospects again next year. So it's like, damn, you probably gonna go through a tough year and you're not getting Jeremiah Smith. And for the Titans, shit, you already got quarterback, so Arch wouldn't even be of interest to you, but he's not coming out in the draft either. But like if they were to get Jeremiah Smith, it's like, oh shit, now you cooking. Jeremiah Smith, Calvin Ridley,
Yeah.
like,
And
oh,
yeah.
get him an
What's
offensive
the
line.
defense like?
I don't know.
So I was like, you just show up your defense with that. Like you kind of commanders your defense a little bit. Yeah. See what you can do.
Yeah. So yeah, not too much upside or outlook for them. But like I said, Tennessee fans, I don't know if our boy Ashton still watches Cam, but Ashton, I think y'all got y'all's franchise guy at the very least.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't really know what upside to really be hopeful for. But maybe Cam Ward will make the game so exciting it'll make the losses. You'll be able to stomach them a little bit more just watching them play.
The cool thing about being a Titans fan, it's not like you a Giants fan or a Colts fan right now or a Browns fan. Like this is actually like good. Like you finna go into the season, y'all gonna suck. You're not gonna win, but like things
the
can
future
only
might
get
be
better.
secure. Yeah,
Things can only get better. So
embrace the suck, man.
Embrace the suck.
Yeah, for sure. But shout out to Cam Ward. I hope he does his thing. I hope NFL media isn't too harsh on him because that is not a winning situation.
They treat him like a Zachary Risachet.
Oh, I'm dead.
Ain't even talking about Bronny James. Ain't even talking about him. Talking about Shedeur Sanders.
That's a good ass analogy too. But finished 3rd in the AFC South last year, and this was a major disappointing season for Jacksonville. 4-13. Trevor Lawrence, man.
Hey,
you got what it seems to be a great offensive minded coach in Liam Cohen, Tampa Bay OC last year. Obviously, we seen what he did with Baker. Trevor Lawrence, you got paid last year. They just got you Travis Hunter. I think Brian Thomas Jr. might mess around and be a top 3 wide receiver this year.
Hey, look.
Trevor Lawrence, you better ball out, bro. That's all I'm saying. What you think, Chris? Oh, hold on. What you about to say? You about to piss Cam off or something?
Wait, no. Nah, no, you're not.
What you thinking, Chris? What you thinking?
No, don't say it.
I
gave the Cowboys they pop, bro. The Cowboys gonna win the division, bro.
Look, bro. I'm not saying they're gonna win the division, but I mean, plus 300, like, may as well.
Nah.
You never know.
It's
You may as well.
I
Look,
will
bro,
say I do expect
if
them
it's
to
gonna
be
be any
better.
year, it's got they're gonna be better. We gotta see if CJ and them gonna be all right. And we're gonna get to them, but I'm just saying, 4-13, this may be your worst to first right here. This may be your worst to first.
Okay. I'm not mad at it because I mean, 3 years ago they were good. They made the playoffs. They looked promising. The next year they were doing good. I think they were like 8-3, head of the division. And then Trevor Lawrence got hurt, and the season went downhill from there. Then last year, it was just a shit show from the start, and then Trevor Lawrence got hurt on top of that too. So my first question is Lawrence gonna be able to withstand an NFL season? Like, is he healthy enough to do that?
Mm-hmm.
Or is his body not built for the NFL? Like sometimes, I mean, as sad as it is, sometimes it just be like that for people. And then two, if he is gonna be able to stay upright and stay healthy, can you be the guy that we thought you were? Because this was QB1. Ever since high school, he was the guy. He was white Jesus on the football field. Sunshine, and then coming to league, it's like shit. They was giving him the most hype since Andrew Luck, damn near. They were saying it was those type of projections, and it just has not panned out. So Trevor Lawrence, like I said, you got your money, you got some weapons, you got an offensive minded head coach. We got to see some type of improvement. Like, I'm not even saying like, oh, you got to make some playoff run, but he has to have a great year at the very least. Trevor Lawrence got to have a great year. I'm talking like 3,700 plus yards, 25 touchdowns.
Yeah,
at least.
Single-digit interceptions.
Yeah, I'll even give him a little room for error there. Like maybe if it's low double digits, just because maybe they throwing the ball a little bit more. But I wouldn't be mad if like he had 10 or 11. But if he producing the other errors, then all right, cool. But
who do you got at running back?
ETN still. But I don't know. He's a low-key trade candidate before the trade deadline. Yeah, they've been trying to get rid of him because that they drafted him and Lawrence the same year. And so both their contracts.
ETN cool. He just, I mean, I had him in fantasy last year, I think. And like he would never show up in the first half. But that second half though, he there. But they a first half losing team. They lose the game in the first half.
Yeah. And I think what's their backup running back? Is it
Tank Bigsby?
Bigsby.
He's good. He is good. Yeah.
So he probably gonna see more Tank Bigsby as the running back one this year, and they probably will look to move off of ETN. So shoot, potentially any team that has a running back injury or someone that needs depth at that position and are trying to make a push in the playoffs, you'll probably see them trade for ETN right before the deadline this year. But to open up the season, they got Carolina, and that's at home.
That's a dub. It's got to be.
It got to be a dub. If you
open up the season losing Carolina, this is over.
Week 2 at Cincinnati. That's going to be a tough one because I'm still not sure about that defense. They did take Jordan Lewis from y'all. Nice, solid CB. Eric Murray safety sign.
Suck, bro.
But Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. Bengals team that's look like they ready to get back for their failures last year.
Travis CB1, bro. Travis CB1. He locking up Jamar.
Oh, okay. Let's talk about that because
no.
No, I'm not. I don't mean like that literal matchup. But what do y'all see realistically for Travis Hunter? Because he wants to play both. How do y'all think they try to manage those snaps? Because he can't play 100% of both. It's not gonna happen.
SJ is goated. Y'all seen my tweet. I don't think he gonna play. I think he's gonna start on wide receiver side of the ball, offensive side of the ball, and like I don't know what their defensive back room is like, cornerback room is like, for the coach to be like, hey, like this is like it's a critical stop. We know they're gonna throw the ball up, or we know they're probably gonna run to the outside. We need somebody that can open or tackle in the open field. Put Travis out there. I don't know if they see him as like better than some of those guys on the side of the ball, but if they do, then maybe in those like rare situations, like we're gonna put Travis out there. We know we're not gonna need him for the rest of the game for the most part. Like this is the last possession. Then yeah, but other than that, he got to be on the offensive side of the ball. Like There's nobody else. So he need him 100% too. Like none of that tired stuff. It ain't college ball. I think that's what we forget, or not we, but like them. Like I get that you cold, and football is one of them sports where you can be young and make an impact on the field, unlike other sports. Well, maybe soccer. That's a whole different conversation. But like it's one of those sports where it is like welcome to the league. Like this ain't none of that run around being fancy cute stuff. Like
you see what did you see Devontae Adams on the Pivot podcast? His clips that kind of went viral, and of course people just take the quote and take it out of context and think he hating, but what he was speaking was real shit. It's like, bruh, I mean, it's really for every professional sport, but really for football and hockey. Football, he was like, but there's 100% chance of injury in football. You're not gonna be healthy. And he's like, the more snaps you play just makes you more prone to getting whatever injury. So like you playing back and forth, that's just more snaps, more chances to get hurt. And he did it through college. That's great. Not knocking him. Travis Hunter he's a one-of-one athlete, like just straight up like athlete, like not even talking about just football. We've seen the clips of him hoop. He's an athlete. Not saying he couldn't go out there and do it, but they did just pick him at number 2 in the NFL draft. That's a major investment. We need you to have a long-lasting career for what we just invested in you. And like I think, because I'm a big Brian Thomas Jr. fan. Like I wanted to low key get him last year in fantasy, and I was scared to make the pick, and he was eating. And that was with Mac Jones at quarterback. So that's what I'm saying. Trevor Lawrence, if you could just be 75% of what we thought you were supposed to be, Brian Thomas Jr. should be wide receiver 1. And if you let Travis Hunter ease into wide receiver 2 his rookie year, that's 2 great options to throw the ball to if you got some time back there in the pocket. Because you're not going to be able to stick with them for longer than 3 seconds if you can just protect Trevor Lawrence back there. But I'm assuming, Cam, you are not believing in this shit at all about what me and Chris are talking about. Why are the Jags not doing shit again this year, man? Let us know,
bro. It's the same shit every year. Like they get a bunch of guys in all season free agency, and then they build up all this hype from the media. They get to the year, they probably win 9 or not even 10, 11 games, and they might go to the playoffs. And if they do go to the playoffs, they lose. I mean, it's the same thing every year. Or they get they get all this hype and they don't even win 10 or 11 games. They win 8 or 9 games and miss the playoffs. It's the same shit it's the same shit every year. But Bryce, like you said, bro, it's Trevor has to show up this year. This is his third or fourth head coach in 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, because we thought it was Urban Meyer, and then you got Doug Peterson Super Bowl when coach is like, okay, maybe it wasn't Meyer, but it's like, okay, we're gonna give you another shot, Trevor, and we're paying you. Okay, it better work. Because then at that point, no, it's you. Like, ain't no more excuses.
It's nobody.
It's you.
You just suck.
Like, come on.
Yeah. So
yes.
Yeah. So it's a third head coach in 4 or 5 years now. I mean, I feel like losing Evan Ingram is going to be tough. I think losing Christian Kirk is going to be really tough. People not talking about that. Christian Kirk was a check down merchant for him. Yeah, that was the number one guy. I know he was dealing with injuries like past couple years, maybe like last year. But I mean, 3 years ago, 3-4 years ago, he was the number one guy over there. He was
he's the one who kind of started he's the one who initially screwed up the wide receiver market when Jacksonville gave him all that money. Yeah. And it was like, oh, Christian Kirk getting this. Tyreek Hill was, oh, I better be paid. And then that's how we got to where we are now.
Exactly, bro. But I think Ryan Thomas Jr. I think he's a star in this league. He's gonna be like one of the better receivers in this league. He showed out last year. That was his rookie year. He showed out. I think the second year he's gonna take it to another level.
Think about it, bro. It's a real possibility. The 4 best wide receivers in the league might be from LSU.
Oh, they're from LSU, bro. That's receiver you. I don't care nobody.
Jefferson, Chase are clearly 1A, 1B. Thomas Jr.
and
Tigers,
bro.
And we just won the baseball shit.
Hey, you guess who we got from them? Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
I'm talking about cuz I like that.
if it's the same story, different year, Kim, do you see them getting at least over the 7.5? Or because I feel like they're capable of getting 7, 8
Yeah.
wins for sure. But
Yeah.
maybe I'm drinking some Kool-Aid there.
I can see 8 or 9 wins. I can see them being the second seed. I can't see them making the playoffs.
You
I
can't
think
see
I
them.
can't. I think only
You
one
can't.
team. I
CANT.
cannot.
Can't.
I cannot
I
see
cannot.
them.
The crazy part, like you was like, man, like they hype them up, the same thing every year. They get to the playoffs, they lose, and that just sound like another team in this division. That's the crazy-
Oh, he trying to piss you off. For real.
No, I'm just saying, like, I was just like, that's interesting. He say that because it just sound like that.
We
They
haven't
been-
been. We've been
They've
hyped up.
been winning though.
We've been hyped up 1 year since like 2015, 2016. That was like that's been years. It's one time we got hyped up.
Hey man, just don't fall into the cycle like the Jags, bro. Just don't do that. Just...
All right. Okay.
Oh man. And now this might be the funniest team in the division, man. Colts fans, I don't even know if you want to call this a key addition, but you got quarterback Daniel Jones now, and you have quarterback battle between him and AR5. And
Joke franchise. This is a joke.
bro,
They've been lucky to have Peyton Manning and Andrew Luck. That's a joke.
and they wonder why Andrew Luck retired early, man. They were trying to get him killed.
Yeah.
Man, first things first, before we get on the Colts. Rest in peace, Jim Irsay. Sadly, the owner passed away a couple months ago. But great, I gotta clip this. That's crazy.
Why would you say that, bro?
First things first, rest in peace.
Don't play with blood magic, bro.
All right.
Don't play with blood magic, bro.
I'm dead. But no, man. I don't know. Did y'all see the I don't know if y'all got to catch the start of their preseason game last week versus Baltimore. But first drive, Anthony Richardson. For one, they're in a QB battle, right? So you want to see them have some good looks. I get wanting to protect your players, but they sent them out there with the second string offensive lineman. And I'm like, okay, one of these guys are going to be your starting QB. I don't know if I'd be sending them out there with the second string O-line to go up against some of the Ravens ones. Well, they sent Anthony Richardson out there, and the first drive, it was his fault. He did not pick up the blitz right, and that's something that is really kind of it hurts to see as a Colts fan because, like, damn, did you do what you said you did in this offseason? Did you go study film? Did you try to become better? Because it was an easy pickup. He didn't make the right check at the line. He got blown up and dislocated his pinky. I kid you not. Daniel Jones comes in the next play and almost throws an interception. And that right there is the exact representation of their quarterback battle that they got going on, man. It's like they're in absolute hell. And it's actually a miracle they finished 8-9 last year, but I just don't see a way for them finishing higher than that this year, any possible way. I honestly think they might be battling Tennessee for last in the division. And watch out. Jonathan Taylor will not be a Colt by the end of this NFL season. I don't think he will be. You can't be wasting money at running back like that. You're not a good football team.
Yeah.
You got to trade him and get some picks to rebuild, bro.
Yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, that ushers in Tennessee being able to kind of start moving up in the ranks of the division, and the Colts start their rebuild. Jaguars and Texans already had their rebuild, so
yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know how you end up here, but I'm kind of sad. I don't know if it would count as a hot seat because, I mean, like, what do you expect if you were going from AR5 or Daniel Jones? Like, how much success do you really think your team is going to have? But Shane Steichen they're probably going to be coming for his job maybe, potentially at the end of the season. And it's like, damn, went from being a great OC for Philly, helped them get to Super Bowl, and then you're stuck with a quarterback who you didn't even draft, and you might potentially be out the job because to maybe correct that flaw that they made to pick AR5, your team got Daniel Jones. Like that's what y'all chose to get to back that up. So I don't know, man. I don't know. They did have some good other key pieces picked up. Travis Ward's a solid corner, nice backup running back Khalil Herbert, and they did maybe draft what could be the best tight end this year in the draft.
Yes.
But they might not have a quarterback to get him the ball. That's the one problem. So it's just gonna be a truly funny season for Indy, man. And it's like, damn, it's probably like what was they were riding such a high in Indianapolis as sports fans. The Pacers, and their magic. Halliburton tears his Achilles. Caitlin Clark's been hurt all season, and it's like, damn, we can't even look forward to football season, bro.
I love it.
That's a painful.
Such a big fan. I love this. I
But
love it. And there's nothing to do in that city too. They're just losers. And they got Jeff T there. People wearing Jeff T jerseys with no underwear on.
Who doing that, bro?
What a sorry city.
yeah, but Ken, what you think about the Colts, man?
It's trash. Definitely go under on that 7.5 wins. I don't see that happening at all. Like you said, I think they'll be fighting for last place in this division. I think they'll also like be just as bad as the Titans this year. Quarterback battles is pretty much Putin versus Kim Jong-un. I mean, it's
crazy.
It's
crazy, bro.
That's pretty much what it is. The Colts fans are in hell right now. Yeah, man. I mean, who's gonna be who's gonna be the worst quarterback out the two? I mean, that's what it's gonna come down to. I do believe in Tyler Warren, though. I think Tyler Warren was a great pickup in the draft. I think he's gonna be a really good tight end. But other than that, man, like I said, I can see JT being off this team by the end of the year. I can most definitely see that. So we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of what's even worse with have that quarterback situation, 3 of their key losses in the offseason were all offensive linemen. So you got a new O-line basically too.
God damn.
You still got Quentin Nelson, who's arguably one of the best linemen in the league, but everything else around him, what can you say? Completely shitty. Just completely shitty. Shit, man. This is bad. This is really, really bad.
Bad. Really bad.
But Colts fans, oh no, I don't know how you ended up here, but hopefully the season just goes by fast for y'all. And maybe next year y'all luck into maybe being in a spot where you could potentially get who could be your franchise quarterback, but I don't think you have it in either of the guys you have right now. So,
bro, when did the Colts when was their last Super Bowl appearance or win?
Their last win was 2009, Peyton's first, and then they went back and lost to the Saints. Well, no, I'm sorry. They won in 2007. They lost in 2009. Yeah.
God damn, bro. Indiana is such a cursed city, bro. They like get their guy, they get real close, they get edge, and then they just lose
They get
over and over and over again. God. Well, sucks to suck. We all winners, right? All of our teams have won, so
yeah, LeBron won.
I couldn't tell if he was trying to make a joke or not because the Stros won.
Yeah, Stroud.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. I thought you were trying to make a Texas joke.
No, I'm just saying like a team from all of our cities have won.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, facts.
Yeah.
Podcast for the winners.
Yeah.
But you know who's up next? Last but certainly not least. Cam, tell Chris why he motherfucking wrong, man. Tell him why the Texans finna run this shit.
First and foremost, damn, bro. Bro. Yeah, it's like I'm tongue twisting the whole time, bro. With that talk, God,
With that thought. Get your tongue in between your teeth,
bro. Chill, bro. But nah, man. So first thing first.
He put me over for the stop sign.
First thing first, bro. Look, we got rid of Bobby Slook. I really think that was the problem that was going on the offensive side of the ball. He completely did not know his personnel. So had that on top of injuries last year, and then everything just kept on piling up. Made the whole offense look bad while defense look great. This year we get Kaylee, what was he for the Rams? He was like
I think it was the QB's coach, wasn't he?
he was like a QB coach or something like that.
But
So
McVay's system, so
yeah, a McVay system. So this gonna same thing as Bobby Slow. It's gonna be his first year calling plays, but a lot of these teams wanted him as his as their offense coordinator. So he gonna bring in that he says he's not bringing in the Ram system. It's more of like a a Texan system. So whatever we can do during the the week or whatever. That's how we gonna play football or whatever. But from like the clips and like what I've been seeing is pretty much like the old Patriot system combined with the McVay system, because he also was with the Patriots at one point in his career or whatever. So it's gonna be a lot of motioning, gonna be a lot of running. I know that's why we got we picked up Nick Chubb, and we also picked up Woody Marks in the draft or whatever. We picked up two receivers from Iowa State, Jaden Higgins and Jalen Noel. I posted a clip of Jaden Higgins during, this was probably like OTAs, whatever. He making like an insane one-hand catch. That was pretty cool to see. He should be good. He's 6'4", running a 4.4. He's pretty much the same as Nico. Got great hands, great speed, very agile. He can run routes and stuff like that. But Jalen Noel really been the one that's really been showing out in training camp and in preseason, whatever. He's more of a slot guy. I think he also runs like a 4.4, or he runs like a 4.3, like 4.39 or something like that. He's gonna be like the Tank, like what Tank kind of should. Well, Tank was. He's gonna be like a bigger Tank, pretty much, because his route run is smooth. He's a downfield target. He's just a bigger receiver than Tank, like body wise, if that makes sense. So that's gonna be good for him. They also added Christian Kirk to that receiving core. I've been seeing nothing but great things from Christian Kirk and CJ Stroud connected on passes, whatever, bunch of touchdowns and stuff like that. On the O line or whatever, obviously lost Tunsil, lost Kenyon Green. Thank God we lost him. He was probably the worst offensive lineman I've ever seen in my whole entire life. Bro, he's like so bad. Like, he's over there and with the Eagles. And I think I saw someone that sent me like a screenshot of him. He got a penalty or whatever during preseason. I was like, yep, that's about right. That's exactly about right. So yeah, got rid of him, got rid of Shaq Martin. I don't know what happened to Shaq Martin. It's like he fell off a cliff last year. It was horrible football to watch, horrible blocking for him to watch, me watching him, whatever. Also got rid of Kendrick Green. He was awful. Added a few guys to the offense line. I know we're moving what's called Titus Howard to right guard rather than right tackle. We putting Ursi out in right tackle. We're gonna have Cam Robinson on the left side or whatever. But I want to say Cam Robinson is going to be injured, because I did see him or like something like that from training camp. He was like hurt or whatever. So it's going to be another shuffle in the O-line. But from what I've seen from training camp and like just reporters, Texas reporters, whatever, they said the O-line should be a little bit more better. But hopefully the O-line be better. Hopefully they can pick up things that they were struggling on last year, which was the stunts, whatever. They just couldn't pick up at all. Also, we fired our offensive line coach from last year and added the assistant coach to come right into him. So he's changing he's pretty much changing the whole mindset of the offensive line. He says what he wants the rest of the team to see about the offensive line is just, got a bunch of guys, just want to come to work, be gritty, not giving a F or whatever, and just being bullies on the field or whatever. That's always good to hear. And on the defensive side, man, I ain't gonna lie to y'all boys. This definitely probably is going to be one of the best units, if not the best unit in all of football. Defense is just absolutely insane. We're getting Christian Harris back, one of our linebackers. Still got Z's. Still got Henry Toto. Added EJ Speed, the guy from the Colts. He a fast linebacker, and also got a bunch of pass rushers. Picked up what's the guy? Sheldon Rankins. He came back from he was with us 2 years ago, and then he left and went back to the Bengals, and now he's back with the Texans, whatever. So adding him, still got Daniel Hunter, still got Will Anderson, who I think he has a good case of winning Defensive Player of the Year this year. He just turned himself into like a whole different pass rusher. I think he's probably we're gonna see him be like one of the top edge rushers in the game this year. Then on the back end, the secondary, man, I think it's gonna be one of the best groups, man. It's gonna be one of the best groups. Obviously, Gardner Johnson went down during training camp, during practice, whatever. They thought it was gonna be a bad injury, but they came back and said, his ACL was intact, so he should miss a couple of weeks. Honestly, I want him to miss however much time he needs. Take your rest, man. Get your rest because it's gonna be a long season, whatever. Next to him, we got Kalen Bullock, who I think in this, it's his second year or whatever. Who I think he could probably lead the league in interceptions for our safety at least. Last year, I think he had about 5. He dropped about 3 or 4. It was crazy, bro. Like he's a ball hawk. We call him Hawk or whatever. But so yeah, he should be good. One side we got bro. One side we got Darius Stingley.
We just know that's your boy, bro. We know y'all be.
Yeah, bro. Hey, man. Hey, look.
Hey, Bullock really be fucking with him on Twitter.
Hey,
I
shouted him out. He retweeted me. Quote retweeted. Said, "My guy."
Y'all had dinner the other night.
Yeah, bro. We locked in, bro. Yeah,
locked in. I texted.
I went to his crib. Everything, bro. That's my guy. Nah, but corners. One side we got Derek Stingley. Obviously, he is All Pro. He could go for another All Pro this year. He's one of the top corners in the league. If he's not first, I think he's second. The other side we got Kamari, who's another great corner. He's a ball hawking demon. He's locked down also. He brings that swarm mentality that DeMeco Ryans is looking for. He's always swarming. He's always around the ball. He's always hitting and stuff like that. And at nickel we got Jalen Petrie back. He went down with an injury last year, going to the playoffs. He didn't play at the end of the year. Gonna have him back. Also paid him this season. So yeah, now that defense is gonna be good, man. I'm expecting a really good year this year. The key things for us, really, bro, is one, gotta stay healthy, because if you wanted to win a Super Bowl, only healthy teams win Super Bowls, obviously. So gotta stay healthy. And number 2, we gotta win the easy games. Like we can't drop stupid ass games like the Titans. You can't drop games like the Jets. You can't drop games like Green Bay when we forced Jordan Love to have 4 interceptions. You can't drop that game versus the Lions. It's like those little games, those little key moments, those little it's the small adjustments that we gotta that we gotta make. And honestly, bro, if we get 1 seed in the AFC, we get 2 seed in the AFC. If we lock up a top 2 seed, I promise to God we can literally make the AFC championship, bro. because everything's gonna come through.
Why you look like that, Chris?
No, I just wanted to see what he was gonna say. I heard him say. I heard him lead up to. I wanted to see where he was going with it. That's all.
But first, I just want to make the AFC Championship. But that's like I don't even Super Bowl. Like I just want to make the AFC Championship because I've never seen it before. If we make the AFC Championship, bro, like that's
a perfect season.
Perfect season, bro. Like I can't even be mad at that. Like, bro, AFC Championship, win or lose, cannot be mad at that.
I'm not gonna lie, and we'll get to more details on this when we do our season predictions episode in a couple weeks. I think y'all making the AFC Championship, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Hope so.
The math, the history was behind it says it's the year, bro. Like I said, I'm gonna save the details for our prediction episode, Chris.
Bro, Chris a hater, bro.
I'm not even hating. I didn't agree with you though on that. But look, I'm not hating, bro. I'm just like, everybody got the year, everybody got the math. Like,
I was not on the bandwagon. Like I warned, I was like, y'all are throwing way too much hype on CJ. Let him grow. Like it's only year 2. Y'all expect him to just take this team to the highest of heights off rip. But they made great moves this offseason. Like Cam said, health is gonna be the biggest thing. CJ, GJ, please get healthy. Like, don't try to rush back because they're gonna need him at the end of the season.
Mm-hmm.
But if he's there and healthy, that is a top
tough.
2, top
That's
3
tough to throw
secondary in the league.
Yeah.
They got one of the top edge rushers and Will Anderson Jr., like he said, and Daniil Hunter on the other side is no slouch. That defense is going to be rocking and rolling, and if their wide receivers are healthy this year, maybe the new philosophy with the OC can change some things up for CJ. I think CJ is going to be dialed in. We're going to see more of what we saw his rookie year, and it's year 3 with D'Amico. This be the year kind of where, like, if you supposed to be one of them ones, one of them teams, this kind of that it's always year 3 for a lot of teams that do it. It's year 3 where like, oh, it clicks for real finally. Year 3, CJ Stroud took his lumps last year in the sophomore season. I think Texas is gonna come out and ball. This over 9.5 lock. It's a lock. I think they about to finish with 12 wins probably, and potentially for once. And potentially for once they might get a home playoff game in the division. That's one thing we haven't seen in Houston. Maybe that could be the route for them to get to the AFC Championship, because all these other years they always got to go on the road. They've lost twice now to KC. One of them, back then with Deshaun Watson, it's just a new team. But last year, the year before that, it was Baltimore, and they were hanging in there the first half of Baltimore. Second half, Baltimore just kind of put their foot on their neck. Get that home game in Houston. They're a great home playoff team.
Great,
they don't lose at home in the wild card. Maybe it could be the same in division. We just haven't seen it. But I think this is the year, at the very least, they get the opportunity to do so. They just got to take care of business. Like Cam said, don't lose the easy ones. Realistically, they should dog walk this division. If they're not at least 5-1, if not sweeping this division, that's a bad year for them division-wise. They got the talent to beat everybody in this division. Really, the only toss-up is I could potentially see Jacksonville maybe giving them problems when it's in Jacksonville. They better beat the Colts both times. They better beat the Titans both times. No problems. You got to go 4-0 there and possibly split Jacksonville or win both of those games. And you're going to be set up extremely nice, because the rest of their schedule is a bit tough. They got some tough people on the schedule. They got Kansas City and Kansas City again. I think y'all got to see Baltimore again, if I'm not mistaken. So, but if y'all can handle them too.
Crazy thing about it, we haven't lost in Jacksonville in like 4 or 5 years. It really
you better knock on wood, boy. You better knock on wood.
It really just be in Houston, bro. Like that's where they really where we split at for some odd reason.
I don't think the personnel was ever an issue for the Texans. I think it was always, and I think Cam emphasized on it a lot last year, and I had brought it up too. It was just the coaching. It really was, and I'm glad Slowick is gone for y'all. I know the offensive line gave y'all some hell last year, but even the year prior to that, like, y'all were a good team. Like, you had all the weapons. It really was the coaching. It was the second half adjustments. It was D'Amico being out-coached. Like, that's really what it was.
He was getting out-coached.
And so a lot of that, all they need to do is tighten up here. A lot they need to do is tighten up there. You can't lose those close games. that's what happens. That's why you lose those games. It's because of the coaching. So that, to me, this is more of a year for D'Amico to prove himself than it is for Stroud to show us that last year wasn't a sophomore slump. For me personally, I don't know about 12 games, maybe 11.
Well, as I said, they get to open the season up at LA Rams, but we keep Matthew Stafford is not playing that game. I don't think.
Yeah,
Whatever is going on with his back, and he's 37, is not working.
We go to the NFC West next time,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. We'll talk about that next week.
He
But
can't play that game, bro.
he can't because he will die.
Bad. Bro.
And if it's Jimmy G back there, he's gonna die as well. Week 2, they got Tampa Bay at home. That's the Monday night game. I think
Gotta win.
NRG is gonna be rocking.
That's one of them games. That's one of them games.
I think that's a dub.
Especially after whooping the hell out of the Rams the week prior, and you
Yeah.
coming back home. That's one of them games.
First home game of the season, yeah, it's gonna be rocking.
Gotta win that.
Week 3 at Jacksonville. Week 4, Tennessee at home. I think they're starting off the season 4-0. And week 5, that's the first real test. At Baltimore, they have not beat Baltimore since CJ stepped.
Oh, that's a loss. It's a loss. We can't beat Baltimore. That's a loss. We can't beat Baltimore.
I don't know. Look,
For some
I
odd
disagree,
reason,
Bryce.
bro.
I think y'all start 3-1 and y'all use that Baltimore game as a bounce back game. I think you do.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
Yeah, I think you do probably lose one of them first 4 games, not because you suck or because it was a close game. Like probably just because that other team just played really good and it's just like, what the hell? But I think you use that Baltimore game to, hey, we still here. Don't worry about all that stuff that happened a couple weeks ago last week.
Week 6,
Gotta win. You gotta win the early Baltimore game.
Yeah.
You got to.
Week 6, early bye. Week
gonna be
7
cold,
at Seattle. That's another Monday night game. Seattle's a tough environment, but I think y'all should be able to beat Sam Darnold. Probably give him a lot of problems. Week 8 will be tough, but it's at home. It's first San Francisco. We'll see what San Francisco looks like this year. Week 9, Broncos. I think y'all going to put a whooping on Bo Nix and company. Week 10, Jaguars. Like we said, don't slip up there. Week 11, Titans. At Titans, don't slip up.
Ain't slip up.
Week 12, this is another test where I think you could be going into this game potentially 10-1, 9-2. Or I guess 9-1, 8-2, because you would have already had the bye. Week 12, you got the Bills at home. Now, me and Ken, we was at that game last year. Y'all handled business last year.
I was rocking.
Y'all was
What can we
rocking. But
do?
then they almost sold it at the end.
Yeah, they almost.
I was about to say, where was I watching that game, bro? I was somewhere watching that game.
Shout out to Kaimi for the 58-yarder to win it.
Facts.
Yeah, that was crazy.
But then week 13 at the Colts. Week 14, Sunday night at Kansas City. Honestly, y'all might fuck around and give us an L on that one.
Shut up, Bryce.
It's gonna be
Bro,
cold.
Shut up. Stop trying to give him.
It's
Stop
gonna
trying to give
be.
him good feelings, bro.
It's gonna be cold as shit. Nah.
But we beat
in
them. We
KC.
beat them the last 3 times. I think now. I just feel like they do for a win versus.
It could be a dogfight. It could be a dogfight.
be a dogfight
It
for sure.
could be a
That
dogfight.
y'all win.
It'd probably be a really defensive game. Probably be a
Yeah.
real defensive game.
And I honestly, I want to see us go up against that secondary with hopefully we'll have a healthy wide receiver core at that point because I would love to see that matchup. But then to end the season, week 15 Cardinals, week 16 Raiders, week 17 at the Chargers, week 18. That's 12 wins, bro.
Yeah, you gotta win those
That's
last 4.
12. And potentially, I'm not trying to get you too hyped up, Cam.
I'm getting you too hyped up.
You
bro.
win one of the Ravens or Chiefs game, that's 13, bro.
That is true, though. That is true.
You just the
At
thing
some
about
point,
it is
you
you're
got to-
not gonna win. You're not gonna win all the games you're supposed to
Supposed to.
win.
You're
That's
right,
just how
right.
it goes.
But
So
that's
it's
what I'm
gonna be
saying. I
11
think they
to
should
12.
win some of the games we think they should win.
like that last 4 stretch.
That last 4 stretch, you gotta win all of those, but you're gonna lose 2 of them.
We'll fuck around. We'll fuck around, lose like the Raiders or like some shit, like some trash.
Gino
shit,
go
dog.
for
It'd be-
350 and 3
Bro.
touchdowns.
And be like,
Bro,
what the
it's
fuck?
just-
We at home.
You scouted wrong, and the coach was like, "Hey, we're gonna do this instead." And
Now watch it. It'll be
all it
Jen-
takes is 2 quick scores, and you can't recover. You could even up the rest of the game, but you can't
Watch it.
recover.
It'll be Jincy. Jincy probably go for like
some
180. 190. So she go stupid. Derrick Henry all over again. Shit.
Well, okay. So, but I mean, well, maybe not Chris, because Chris is not a believer in y'all for whatever.
I'm not a believer. I'm just not gonna get like. I don't want to get into the trap of thinking everybody gonna win. Like we done some episodes already, and we got some teams doing things. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like I got my Cowboys possibly winning the division or possibly winning 10 games.
So
like,
you saying because
somebody else has to
averages, everybody can't win, but y'all gonna win. The Cowboys.
Y'all gonna win.
But we also said like you could win that division with just winning 10 games. Like you know what I'm saying? So, like
10 games for sure wins this division, no doubt.
Sure.
Oh yeah, for sure.
9 probably wins it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
But yeah, I mean, you got Texans winning 12 games. You got the Eagles winning like 12 or 13 games. We got Green Bay winning 12 games. Like the Ravens, what are they gonna win 12 games too? Like how many people gonna win 12 games? Somebody gotta lose.
Yeah.
So that's really why I'll be there. Like
that's fair. We got the schedule episode coming up in a couple weeks, so we'll nail out the schedule for real to like really put pen to paper. But I'm just saying, year 3. I think if any year there is to be excited as a Texans fan, I would think it was this year. I wasn't hyped on them coming into last year. That's why I truly don't feel like it was a bad year for them. I just felt like that was them coming back down to earth off of such a high for CJ rookie season. Mm-hmm. But year 3, this is where it's like, okay, chop wood, carry water. Like it's time to go. Mm-hmm. CJ, you not a vet, but you a vet now. You year 3, you know
you experience, yeah, right.
You know what it is. You got a great defense as long as they're healthy, and your team went and got you some more weapons. And I mean, until he got injured, we still can't say it because we didn't get to see it all the way. But I think Nico Collins is a top 5 wide receiver in today's league.
100%, yeah.
And if he's healthy, CJ, that's his guy. Yeah, I think they're gonna be making a lot of noise this year. So I got the Texans winning this division easy. But like I said, I would lock in at over 9.5 wins, no problem. Mm-hmm. Especially at plus money. I'm kind of a bit confused at like why it's even that low at plus money. Like they really
know something, bro.
They really playing on CJ Top.
No, I don't know, Bryce. I don't know. They got the script.
No. But I would assume. So would you still say they get in first place in the division, Chris? Or are you giving that to Jacksonville?
No. They get first place in the division. I guess worst to first. It wouldn't be like a realistic worst to first. It's just more so like y'all won 4 games last year. I expect you to win at least 9.
Yeah, some positive regression there. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So we got Texans.
I know what my worst to first is. You just don't want to believe it.
Oh my God, we'll see next week.
Oh
my goodness.
Ain't no way.
Ain't nobody. If Geno Smith win the AFC West, bro.
The wrong team, brother.
I'm just gonna bow out from recording for the rest of the year.
That's the wrong team.
Who? Because all the other teams was good.
He's in the
this one they're gonna earn your respect.
Oh, okay.
And really be first.
Okay, we'll see.
Top of the LJ's ladder.
Okay. LJ ladder. We climb. But yeah, man, that's the 2025-2026 AFC South preview. We appreciate y'all listening. If y'all listen all the way through, Bryce, dog Chris, our dog Cam, y'all heard what we said, man. Y'all heard Cam's true insight on the Texans. Go lock in that 9.5. We're gonna prove Chris wrong by the end of the year. We're gonna circle back to this in January. Got it clipped right now. CJ finna go ham. He finna do his thing, all that, man. But it's your favorite kids from the neighborhood signing off, and we out. Peace.
Outro.
I need it.